What up, guys? Welcome to the Wednesday forecast. So, third day of the week, and I have unfortunately failed my FTMO verification. So, I do have a live FTMO account and then chose another 100k account, passed the challenge, and now failed the verification. So, it happens. I had too many losses, and I think I had 10 losses in a row, and actually did fail it, I think 10 days before the deadline, or 5 or 10 days before the deadline. But it happens. I'm soon starting a new challenge. I already bought it, so with my first next trade, I will be starting the next 100k FTMO challenge. So yeah, let's try to get some more funded accounts, and looks like the markets have started to trend. This month has been very good if you manage to caught some moves. Unfortunately for me, I missed out, but there's always the next month, and there's always the month after that, so there are many opportunities. We just have to be very extremely patient, I would say. So let's get into the forecast with the Euro US dollar, which there was a trade opportunity right here. So the first one was on this flag right here, so this would be the entry for the flag. The second entry would be for a break and the retest. I did stay out of both, and both would have been losing trades, I believe. And I stayed out because I saw a huge wick, and I saw an aggressive retrace. So when I see this big of a wick, I am being very careful. And then I was seeing this aggressive retrace, so it just did not make sense for me to enter any trades, especially when there was just a one candle push up. So when you combine all of these factors, then it just doesn't make sense to place that 1% risk. So currently I'm waiting for the break of the low, break of the high. I'm expecting a larger range in this area like this. And what I'm looking for is the same as always. So I'm looking for same as always when we get this sort of a range bound market. So I'm looking for that large push up, a trend to start, or that large push down, and then a trend to start to a downside. So I'm looking for those nice trends, that nice momentum. Monday and Tuesday are gone, so Monday and Tuesdays can be predominantly range bound days when we need to be very careful. So yeah, we have now gone into Wednesday, and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday are very good for trades. I tend to take a bit more, I would say not aggressive, but I tend to be a bit more lenient with engulfing pullbacks, momentum shifts, and that sort of price action. So let's see what will happen on the euro and the Japanese yen. So I was in a losing trade right here. I think I talked about it yesterday. Yeah, I did. So this right here was a losing trade. Fit my plan 100%. Really like the trade. I would take it again. But now I would maybe consider, because it was, I think, on a Tuesday. Yeah, it was a Tuesday trade. So I would maybe consider staying out if it's a Monday or a Tuesday. But then again, textbook trade, fit my plan. So yeah, I really was happy to take it. It looked really nice. After that, what happened? We broke the high, left a huge wick retraced, broke the low, left a huge wick retraced, and then we kind of descended, but kept breaking the lows, breaking the highs, leaving wicks all over the place. So really bad price action overall. Now we are stuck in this corrective descending structure, I would say, and there is nothing being shown on the charts now that gives me any confidence for a direction up or direction down. So what I'm looking for is, same as on Euro US dollar, I'm looking for that momentum up, momentum down. So really simple stuff. Large push up, a nice trend to start, large push down, a nice trend to start. Also for this pair, since we are kind of descending, correctively descending, I will look if we get more of a cleaner descending structure for it to clean up, and then a nice reversal up. I will then look to buy. So definitely interested in that sort of price action. We will see what happens. So yeah, looking for trend to start up, trend to start down, or for this descending to clean up a bit. Now, yeah, I'm not really that confident we will get cleaner price action because of these large wicks all over the place, bad price actions. So we will see. There is still time, and as I said, beginning of the week, markets tend to be a bit range bound. So Aussie US dollar stuck in a range. Also, there was an opportunity to enter on flags and on break and retests right here in these areas. So right here was the entry for the flag. This would be the entry for the break and retest. I stayed out of everything because I was seeing a huge wick, really big wick. When I see these wicks, I'm really careful. They are usually a telltale sign that the market will just reverse. So then I saw a clear momentum shift right here in the first leg, and then a clear momentum shift in the second leg, and this was a no-brainer to stay out. So this was a no-brainer trade to stay out and not take, because it just looked very crappy. Lots of warning signs. Prior price action was also pretty crap. We just broke out of this range, got a huge wick, aggressive retrace. So yeah, just really bad stuff. What I'm looking for is maybe for this to play out as a V reversal. Look for range, look for push down, look to sell, or an immediate push down, look to sell also. Or maybe we push up. If we push up, I'll look for that trend to start. I will look for a buy order. So yeah, kind of same as the prior two pairs, nothing really interesting happening. Aussie Japanese yen, let's move the lines a bit. Stuck in a range, clearly stuck in a sideways range. Looks really range bound. Now that is not necessarily bad. This is a tight range, so it's not all over the place. Like for example here we were stuck in a range, but we were kind of all over the place. Lots of volatility, lots of wicks. Now this is not that bad. We're kind of consolidating, stuck in this flat range, and I'm expecting a large push down or a large push up. Now do be careful about the liquidity areas. Of course we do have these areas where people keep their stops, people trading the range, selling the top of the range, buying the bottom of the range, keeping their stops above, stops below. And definitely be alert on what happens. Do we just break and retrace, or do we actually break with some nice conviction and get a nice setup? Or same thing to downside, nice conviction, nice setup, nice trend. To remind you, this pair does trend correctively, so the trends can look a bit corrective like this with stronger pullbacks, but still moving in one direction. But first we need to see price move away from the range, move away from the liquidity areas, and confirm to us that it wants to trend up or trend down. So really warning signs I'm seeing, and I'm just being more patient. As on all of the pairs, looks like this week is maybe a week for consolidation, and then maybe next week or the week after that we will get some nice trends out of the consolidation. Pound US dollar, also there was an opportunity to enter on a flag, break and retest. Really on the dollar pairs, price action is really similar. So right here, first entry would be a flag. Right here, second entry would be this break and retest. Stayed out of both, same reason as the other pairs. Huge double wicks, aggressive retrace, seeing a range, but because of the prior price action, just a one candle push, double wicks, huge warning sign, sort of an aggressive retrace. When I combined all of it, it just did not look good at all. Also on the pound, the only setups I'm really considering, to be honest, is a nice tight flag, a really clean flag without the wick, or a nice break and retest with a clean close. That's the only thing I'm really considering on the pound. What I'm looking for is a large push down, that's sort of a break and retest, or a large push up, and that's sort of a break and retest. Really simple stuff, really simple pair to trade. In my personal opinion, I'm not looking for many entries. That is why I want to see that large momentum. So a perfect entry happened right here, which I did sleep through, and I did miss out on, unfortunately. Right here was a perfect example of what I'm looking for. Large impulse, small pullback, continuation, clean close, tap and go. Perfect setup. Perfect setup on the pound. Definitely perfect setup. That is it for the pound. Last pair, NJ, New Zealand Japanese yen, and this is just stuck in a range. I mean, it's just flat in your face, stuck in a range, not showing us anything. Liquidity areas below, liquidity areas above. Clearly bad price action, wicks all over the place. So just absolutely zero potential for a trade for us trend traders. At least if I was a range trader, this would be like holy grail, buying here and selling at the top. So if anyone is trading the range, then you know which pair to hit. And yeah, what I'm waiting for is some sort of a conviction continuation trend down, trend up, like this. Move away from the range, move away from the liquidity areas, just for the price action to clean up a bit. That's what I want to see. I mean, just look at those wicks. Wicks everywhere. Volatility right here. Range. Not any movement up, not any movement down, and clearly stuck in a sideways range. That is it for a forecast. No potential on any of the pairs, so being more patient, being a lot more patient, and we'll see what happens. I am prepared, so the next FTMO challenge is being will be executed with the next trade I take. We will see what happens. Market condition has shifted as far as we can tell from a range bound phase to a trending phase, and this looks like to be a consolidation before the overall trending phase continues. That's it, and I will see you guys in the next forecast.